Sometimes I don't think people understand how much a sport can impact your life. Wrestling has literally taught me more about life than school ever has. I've been wrestling since I was 5 years old, so basically my entire life, and I've learned more about myself than anything could ever teach me. So here are my 3 biggest takeaways from my 17 years or something like that of wrestling. Number one, hands down, self-accountability. When I tell you there are very little sports that compare to wrestling. I think the only other two that can compare are boxing and MMA. When you step out on the mat, it's literally you versus one other person. I mean, when you're on the mat, you make a mistake, you don't have a teammate to come help you out or pick up a block for you, or it's literally all on you. But I also think that's what makes it so great, because when you do make a mistake or when you do lose a match, you have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what you did wrong, and you have to take accountability for those losses. So then you go back and you start to work harder and you start to see those results from that hard work. You have to hold yourself accountable with what you're putting in your body, because you have to make weight on a weekly basis. Number two is learning how to get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. If you've ever wrestled, you know how hard wrestling is, especially when you're cutting weight. It's grueling and quite literally can suck the life out of you. I mean, I remember my freshman year cutting down to 125 pounds from about like 145, and half the time I didn't even have the energy to get up and walk from class to class. Trust me, that's not an exaggeration. You literally wanted to save every ounce of energy you had for your training. You go to practice and you're 1 or 2 days out from weigh-ins and you just feel like shit. And in those moments, you learn how to push through the fatigue from the weight cut. Wrestling has taught me to push through the hard times, the setbacks, to allow me to come back stronger on the other side. But there's no growth without the discomfort. And my third one is that work ethic is going to beat talent almost every time. Wrestling has taught me that if you want to be the best, you got to put in the work. I've seen both sides of it. You see some of the best high school wrestlers come into college and they don't do anything. But then you see some kids that come out of high school and they weren't very high recruit. But then you see them jump levels throughout college. I mean, I've literally seen it with one of my teammates. He was never a state champ in high school and is now a 2-time All-American in college. And I see how he lives his life, and I see his work ethic. So, I mean, it makes sense. So that's why I think hard work beats talent all day.